What if I told you that true confidence has nothing to do with showing off, raising your voice, or proving yourself to others? What if I told you that the strongest people in history built unshakable confidence, yet carried no ego at all? This is the Stoic way, and today we're going to uncover it through a story you will never forget. There once lived a young man named Marcus. Not Marcus Aurelius, the great emperor, but a simple boy from a small village. Marcus was quiet. Some would even call him shy. He didn't have the loudest voice. He didn't dress to impress. And yet, deep inside, he always wondered, why do I feel so small compared to others? Why do I lack confidence? Around him, people bragged. Some showed off their wealth, some their strength, and some their clever words. Marcus felt invisible, and when he tried to copy them, he only felt fake. One day, while walking near the town square, Marcus met an old man sitting under an olive tree. The man had calm eyes, almost as if nothing in the world could disturb him. He watched the busy crowd without judgment, without envy. Curious, Marcus asked, "Sir, you sit here every day. Don't you feel small compared to those who are rich and powerful?" The old man smiled gently and replied, "My boy, confidence is not about being above others. It is about being grounded within yourself." Marcus didn't understand. He thought confidence meant speaking louder, walking taller, and proving people wrong. So he asked, "But how can I feel confident if I have nothing to show?" The old man paused and then told him, "Let me share with you the Stoic way." For the next several weeks, Marcus visited the old man every evening, and each time he received a lesson. The first lesson: control what you can, accept what you cannot. The old man explained, "You lose confidence when you focus on things outside your control. Other people's opinions, their success, their judgment, these are not yours to carry. Confidence grows when you master your own mind, your actions, your choices." Marcus thought about it. He realized he spent so much energy worrying about others, he had forgotten to build himself. The second lesson: detach from comparison. The old man said, "Ego lives in comparison. It says, I am better than him, or she is better than me. But real confidence asks, am I better than the person I was yesterday? That is enough." Marcus began to practice this. Each morning, instead of comparing himself to others, he wrote down one small way to improve himself. One day it was patience. Another day it was honesty. Another day it was courage. Slowly, he began to feel a quiet strength rising inside him. But the world tested him. One afternoon, a group of men mocked Marcus in the marketplace. They laughed at his plain clothes and soft voice. Marcus felt anger boil inside. His ego wanted to shout, to fight back, to prove them wrong. But then he remembered the old man's third lesson. Power is not in reaction, but in restraint. He walked away silently. His heart was heavy, but he also felt something new. For the first time, he realized he didn't need their approval. One day, the old man gave Marcus his final test. He said, "Tomorrow, go to the square. Speak your truth in front of everyone, not to impress them, not to prove yourself, but to practice being grounded." Marcus was terrified. He had never spoken in public before. The thought of facing the same men who mocked him filled him with fear, but he remembered the lessons. He told himself, "I cannot control what they think. I can only control what I say. I do not need to be better than anyone. I only need to be true to myself." The next day, Marcus stood in the square. His voice trembled at first, but then he grew steady. He spoke about kindness, about honesty, about how every person struggles inside, no matter how strong they look outside. Some laughed, some ignored him, but a few listened, a few even nodded. When he finished, Marcus didn't feel like a hero. He didn't feel proud. He simply felt free. Free from the chains of ego. Free from the fear of judgment. And in that freedom, he discovered confidence. As months passed, Marcus grew into a man of quiet strength. People noticed, not because he shouted the loudest, not because he showed off wealth or power, but because he carried himself with calm certainty. He did not need to win every argument. He did not need to be admired. He was enough as he was. And that is the Stoic way to build confidence without ego. Confidence is not loud. It is not arrogant. It is calm. It is steady. It is unshakable. It comes from knowing what is in your control, improving yourself each day, and refusing to be ruled by comparison or praise. So let me ask you, are you chasing confidence through ego, or are you building it through wisdom? Remember, ego shouts, but true confidence whispers, and those who hear it never forget it. If this story touched you, share it with someone who needs to hear it today, because sometimes the greatest gift we can give is not louder words, but deeper wisdom.